Hey y'all. So this was originally going to be a tutorial on how to do integer limit damage, but I got on skyblock yesterday and realized that they actually patched the main attraction of this, which is the soul's rebound. This weapon basically allows you to freely hit a mob for 5 seconds, and then after the 5 seconds it damages the mob with all that damage that you just did, plus up to an additional 20%. On paper, this sounds like a pretty balanced weapon because you're basically just hitting the mob with a fabled weapon for 5 seconds, except it's also ice sprayed. However, there was a bit of a catch. The admins forgot to add the CPS limit on the mob when it was frozen by the soul's rebound, so basically every click did damage. Now it sounds pretty broken. Anyway, so instead of a tutorial, here's the story how anyone could have pretty much done integer limit damage with a pretty empty purse. So let's go over the loadout. First, for the armor, we're going to be using 3/4 Ancient Necron with a Tarantula helmet. This probably could have been substituted with full Shadow Assassin or even 3/4 Shadow Assassin with a Zombie Knight chestplate or something, as long as your Kata level makes up for the missing damage. Another thing to note is that you need the Black Widow skin on the Tarantula helmet, because otherwise your damage doesn't count. It's basically irrelevant. Don't even try. Anyway, so if you're using the bare minimum armor set, this will basically set you back about 15 million coins. Okay, next we'll be using two weapons. The Soul's Rebound, of course, and a one-for-all Reaper Falchion. And it has to have a 5 out of 5 review on really any website. It can be Yelp or TripAdvisor, really anything, it doesn't really matter. As long as it's 5 stars. Because it's 5 stars, that will set you back about 8.5 to 9 million coins. Just kidding, the stars don't really change the price. It's all fake reviews anyways. Now for the pet, we'll obviously be using the non-tier boosted level 100 legendary Ender Dragon pet with an Antique Remedies, which is approximately 400 million coins. Okay, I'm just kidding. I used a legendary Griffin pet. It's still a little bit expensive, but it's probably possible to do this with an epic Tiger pet that's a high level if you click fast enough. So there goes another 8 million coins. I just want to make a quick note right here that if you've been using the minimum items required, which should cost you about 35 million coins, there are no guarantees that you will actually do above integer limit damage. So that means that you are not allowed to ask me for refunds in the comments once you spend those 35 million coins. I'm not responsible for any of your payments. Okay, now for the actual damage. We'll be doing this on a floor 7 of the catacombs, of course, because, you know, the devs are too lazy to make all the other dungeons. I'm just kidding. I know you have other stuff to do. The mob we're going to be hitting is a Crypt Lurker, because it's a zombie with 0 defense, hence the Reaper Falchion. And I used a couple additional items. You probably can get by without using these items, but I used a Dungeon 7 pot, Jerry Candy, except I'm not sure if the Jerry Candy actually worked because I don't know if it's considered a potion effect or not. And then I also used the OO Flux and a Weird Tuba. And that's about it. All you really had to do from there was go berserk, literally, in a dungeon, complete the dungeon, and whip out your weapons and unload them onto the Crypt Lurker. So I only tried this a couple times, and my highest with the expensive loadout was about 2.5 billion damage. Anyways, I guess the admins leaped onto this bug once they realized you can spam the shit out of your mouse and get literally metric fuck tons of damage. So, yeah, you can't do it anymore. L. Anyways, so if you're now wondering why every single Endernon has an over 1 billion damage hit, now you know why. So with all that being said, I'll just leave you with the clip of me doing my highest damage, and I'll see you all later. Okay, here we go. Overflux.
There we go.
CPS,
Swear to
CPS,
God,
CPS,
Weird
CPS,
Tuba
CPS,
is
CPS.
literally. Weird Tuba is literally.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
One.
That was the integer limit. I saw it. I saw the number. It said 2147.
No.
I hit the integer limit. No way. No way, dude.
Ass like across the